Yeah, back again with Everdale. What was happening? Yeah, there was lots of things are happening. Last Monday, Everdale went beta in selected countries, so you can download the game and you can play with it. Of course, there are problems because the game is not out yet for real, for worldwide release. It is beta testing. Why? Because many players are playing the game, but with a beta test, more players are playing with the game. And then you get a real big many people that are playing, and you get a real insight how the game is working and how the players are working with the game, how they do solve certain issues and if they found problems and the rules of the game, so how the game is set up, if everybody is happy with that. Yeah, that is the beta testing, and many things came up. There are lots of problems with issues in the game with the valley where you are going to in cooperative mode. You need to help each other in the valley, and that is not working well yet. That depends how you are be as a person, what you expect from the game. In the commercial, they say, in the infomercial, they say that you can play with your friends, but in fact, you are selected in a certain valley with strange people, and I cannot say that these are my friends. They are just players who love the game, probably, but these are not my friends. So if I want to play with my friends, I need to set up a valley and I can invite my friends. That's not possible now. So there are many things that needs to be addressed, that needs to be worked with, but because it is so big and difficult also, it will take time, but they will solve the problems. It will be okay. It will be better with the coming update. So basically, what is Everdale? We are going back a little bit. What the basics are. So part 1, the basics in your village. What do you need to do? What is the essential thing in Everdale? If you compare it with HiDiHi, because that is the most easiest comparison, because I play HiDiHi also for YouTube. So in HiDiHi, you are the person that is working on the farm. In this village, the villagers are working on the farm, and you have a certain amount of villagers. And I'm a little bit naughty because I bought one villager with diamonds. You can get an extra villager. You can hire him for 2 days. It will cost you 200 diamonds. That's a little bit. It's much, but for 2 full days he is helping you in the farm, in the village, but also for higher speed, so 50% faster with everything what he is doing. So he is a really big helper in this game. But the basic is you have certain amount of villages and you need to give them direction. You need to send them what you want to do. For example, you see that 2 workers are doing nothing, and that is time is money, so they need to do something. There is a warning sign above both the pumpkin fields. The pumpkins are full. You can see that on the top of the screen. I have 20 pumpkin soup. The villagers eat, so you need to get enough pumpkin soup so they can eat it and they can work it. They can eat it, work it. They can. I need wood because I have the wood on top, and I don't don't need so much clay, so that's okay. I can open this one. It's upgraded now. And now I need to get some wood done. So what I can do, I can send a villager to go to the clay storage. And I can send a villager. I want to send him to the... Yep. I want to send him to the wood storage, and I can send him to the clay storage, because this guy is working faster and I need more wood than clay. So I will send him to the Evergroove. This is an Evergroove. You play that if you getting higher in the game and you research enough stuff, then you can open the Evergroove, and then this will give you infinite wood, so you don't need to cut down all the trees. So first thing, that's a lesson for everybody: don't cut down all your trees. That's the same as what we did in HiDiHi. Don't cut your trees down in your village, because it will be really ugly if you don't have any trees anymore. And it's not necessary to do that. You think you need to get the wood, but that is not at all the point in this game, because there's an infinite wood, clay and stone. Okay, so you come into the valley and then you have one villager. Then you need to work and upgrade things. How do you upgrade things? First of all, before you can do something, you need to study. Yeah, it's that simple. If you want to drive a car, you need to take driver's lessons and to take an exam. If you want to go to the police, you have to do a study and a final adjustment and psychological tests and all the things that are necessary to be a policeman. In the valley, it is really simple. You go to the study and you are going to study for new stuff, what is available. So I studied a lot. I'm a nerd, you can say that. So I studied for for extra wood storage, clay storage, extra the chicken coop, the nectar base, an extra villager, the evergroove, the clay groove, the groove, and then there is the figurine workshop, the storage warehouse. Then if you happen to be at level 2 and 3 and you finish that, then you will go over to study level 4, and then you will go into the valley. And in the valley you will meet more players in your valley certain town. I am in a valley town, in a valley night valley. That's called Night Valley, and I am with my friends there. And I am playing there with my friends, and it's a cooperative mode. So you're not playing against each other, you're playing with each other. And if you don't do that, you cannot get better, you cannot upgrade, you cannot go further in the game. So you need to have people in your valley, otherwise you cannot compete and you cannot do the things you need to do to upgrade and to get better. Okay, so now some information in the screen. What is happening in the screen? First of all, every time if you look on a building, tap on a building, you see some different stats. Sometimes he is saying that, sometimes he is saying that, and it can be different. And that depends what the situation is, what is going on in your village. And that is the biggest thing, the biggest thing what is important. If I, for example, if you need to, if you have 25 cups of milk in your refrigerator, so plastic cups, and you want to give that to your to a class of children, and there are 30 children, then the system will say you can help 25 children uh, for a certain amount of time, and then that's it. Then you know, okay, but I need 30, so I need to make 5 more. That is what the system is saying here. So if I press on a building, then the first thing he will say is he will look at the weakest link in the things from the system, in things what you have. For example, I don't know if I have an example, so I will look. The soup is full in 2 hours. That is a really good example. Why is it saying that the soup is full in 2 hours? Why? 2 hours and 50 minutes. I only need one soup. So why is he saying that? And that's the point. The pumpkin patch is give you this time because that is the actual time it will cost you to finish up 20 soup. Why? She's making soup, but other players, other villagers that are working in your village need soup to eat it. So they will go to the soup kitchen and village kitchen and they will get some soup. So it will taken out of the stock of the soup. Then she needs to make soup again. There will be a moment that the villagers will stop getting soup because they are done with the task. For example, one is doing the clay, the clay storage. After 17 items, then it's done. And the clay storage will be done, will be full in 44 minutes. So then he will stop making clay and he will not eat anymore. There will be a time that there's enough wood, and it's saying wood storage will be full in 34 minutes. If that is happening, then there's no wood necessary anymore, then the village will stop making wood. If they don't do anything, then they don't need food. But there is one villager that is still working, and that is this villager. And it's ready in 2 hours and 13 minutes. Now you know why this counter says the same thing. Because if he is getting soup for 2 hours and 30 minutes, because he's working for 2 hours 30 minutes, then it will be 2 hours and 30 minutes when the soup is reached to his maximum stock. That is what the counter is saying. So it's so nice because you know when to act, when you need to do something. So for me, if I look at all the villages, he is done in 32 minutes. He is done in 43 minutes. He is done in 2 hours and 30 minutes. And the soup is in the making from the pumpkin patch. And so everybody is busy for the first 34 minutes. That's the lowest counter. So I need to go back when this reached 32 minutes. Then I have a villager doing nothing. So I can give him another job to do. And that is the biggest thing, basic, what you need to do. You need to send players, villagers, to do the things for you. Sometimes he needs to do something different. For example, I have 5 players, 5 villagers, and I need some sheep wool. okay, I can get sheep wool in the valley, but I have to send a villager to the valley to get the sheep wool. It will take me 2 hours, so if I get a villager to the valley, then I only have 4 villagers. For real, I have only 3, because one will stop after a certain amount of time. He is now working for me because I hired him. And then I can show you on this tab, and you see that active for 7 hours and 37 minutes, 36 minutes. If the counter is, if it's done, then I don't have him anymore. So I need to activate him again for so much coins, for diamonds, or I need to do it with the villages that I have. Okay, so the basics are: you give jobs to the villagers. You send them to certain areas and they will follow you and do that. Okay, what happens when you are going to the study? You are researching, and what happens then? Okay, that is, everything is the same. If you are going to study, first you study and you get it, then you need to build it. For studying, you don't need any materials. There's no wood, no clay, and that sort of thing. But if you need to build it, then you will need some ingredients as wood and clay or other stuff. You can get help. There are many things to get help with. So I will explain that. So if you studied something, then you need to wait for a long time. But you can also get some help. And the help is the scrolls. There is a certain figure that comes into your village and he is selling all some stuff. You need to do sell to him your stuff. He will sell it for coins or other stuff, other materials. And you need that to make money. You need to make potions and that sort of stuff. But that will be later on in the game. But Otto, the trading booth, Otto the trading guy, Otto the trader, will help you get some materials, and he will also sell, buy your stuff so you can get money. If you finish all the tasks on this trading booth, then you will get scrolls, and your scrolls you need for studying. You can use them in the study room, and if you have some, then you can. I have 1052, so I need less. I need some to finish this faster. If I use scrolls, the time will go faster. And I can say, okay, I want to finish it until the end, so I can put all the scrolls in and finish it faster. I don't want to wait. I didn't spend them for a long time, so I was keeping them, and now I need a lot of books, scrolls, so I can use them. Cut the time in half, for instance. Normally I would say I begin the studying, the research in the evening, so it's done in the morning. So it's better to do that during the night. Then you have one villager making soup, so the research guy is getting something to eat for 7 hours. So one villager is making soup, he is doing the research, and then maybe another villager you can send to the wheat fields in the valley, and another villager you can send to the sheep to get some wool. So you don't need any villagers in your village. if you are only researching something, and if you need to make things, you need to keep in mind that if he needs clay and wood, you need 2 villagers. And if 2 villagers needs to eat, then you need to have more villagers to make pumpkin soup. So, or soup, and it's not really pumpkin, but it's soup. And the pumpkin fields, then it's a pumpkin soup. So, can I finish it off? It will take now 3:49:47, but I have a magic tool. It's the magic nectar fountain. You can get that every 4 hours, 1 nectar. I can keep 3 of them in 5 nectar capacity, dus I can collect 5 nectar. And then I need to get it, otherwise it will not get me more. And I can save it in this storage. And I can use it to make them work harder. The villagers will go faster for a certain amount of time, and the time is in the bottom. And I can give them a boost. And if I can give them a boost, then see what's happening with the times. 42 seconds. I can pause it and I can go activate it. Now everybody is working much faster and getting the clay, getting the wood, getting the soup done, and that's working great. Also the chickens are going faster. But it is almost done. You see? 14, 13, 12. And then I will stop the boost because I am a little bit careful with it, because it's an expensive nectar. You need to be patient with it to get it. You can buy it with diamonds, but if you don't want to, then you need really a lot of patience to get it from the nectar fountain. But yeah, you will get more in maybe in the future if you can upgrade it, but I don't know. I don't think it's upgradable. I don't know. So it's done. Research completed. It will also shown in the recommended things to do. So you see, task is available in Adultboot and research finished. Show me. So I can go to the study and I see that the stone, access to stone as a construction material unlocks 1 stone storage building. So I can finally place a stone storage building. And I will place them here. Or here. I don't know. Maybe here. First, it's okay here. It will cost me 1200 coins. So it's expensive. And now I need to build it. And I need to build it with wood. So if I use a villager to build it, then I have enough wood because I have some other villager making the wood. So it will be ready in 3 hours and 37 minutes. Can I get it faster? Yes. If I push this. If I push this button, then it will go faster. Now it's estimating 2 hours and 35 minutes. But that's because I can only use the timer for 21 minutes. If I get more elixir nectar in it, then you will see that the time goes down. 2 hours and 23. And if I set it to the max, 2 hours and 9 minutes. But that is not what I want. Because if I need to wait so much, then I can go do other stuff. I can think about going to the valley. I can use a different character, villager, for other things. For instance, maybe I don't need her on this field. Then she is not making any pumpkin soup anymore. So I can use her for different stuff. I can send her to the study and study more things. Like the honeybee. It will cost me 280 scrolls, but I need to keep in mind that if I get it, I need to build it. So then I have one building making, then this building needs to make. I think I will need some wood, maybe stone, but stone I cannot have yet. It's in the making. So I need to be careful with that. The same with this. The first one is free. Let's start research that, because that is that will go into the storage. Potions are, yeah, things, liquid what you can give them, and it will magically do something with them. So is there a potion for walking faster and cutting down trees faster. There is a potion for walking faster and get the clay. And there's one that you never get hungry. So a villager will not go to the soup kitchen and get some soup. These are really awesome. Nice potions. And how can I see them? I can see them if I go to the villager. Oh, it's not possible if he is doing that. Okay, so. And then you see all the potions that are in the storage. And then this one is for the walking and woodcutting. This one is speed of walking and farming. This one is not having to eat for 3 hours. And that's the same. And this is for the clay digging. And this one is the same. Cool, isn't it? I think so. I think the farming, walking and farming, I do think it's for the valley, but I don't know for sure. So, but that is the things that I need to see, to experience, because for me, the game is new as well. So, this was the first in 5 sessions, 6 sessions, I don't know. But the first video that I want to show some basic things what you need to keep in mind and what the game is all about. So first thing, the villagers are your people you hire to do things for you, and you can send them to different places, and you can get them from a job and to do another job, because that is more pressing at the moment. So you can change it. It will save the progress you made already on it. So that is really, really, really interesting. And for now, there are only 5 with the extra one. So in fact, I have only 4. But keep in mind that you will grow in the game, and then you will get 6, 7, 8, maybe 10, 12 villages. So interesting, is it? I do think so. I see you next time. Happy farming. Bye bye.